Welcome back, learners. Welcome to Abipravi. In the last video, we just saw about the string slicing in Python programming language, and now we're going to see about the functions. So, what is a function? Function is a set of code which function is contains set of codes, and it will reduce our time. Okay. So I already told that function will reduce our time. So if we want to clean our code, and the function can provide the opportunity of code reusability. So if you want the same set of code be used again and again, so we can use the reusability. So some inbuilt functions are available in Python, which is called as range. So the what the range function does. So the range function is work based on the while loop. Okay, so I will tell you the reason. Late. Okay. Okay, the range function is worked on while loop. How? So for example, we have a function, and within the function we just pause the while loop. Okay, so I will show you the reason. So we have a function called range of some values and it will run the while. Okay, and the condition expression all these processes will be held. And if you study about the functions in Python, which is a very important topic, and in C++ we call it functions. In Python we call also in functions, but in classes the function will be called as methods. Okay, so let's get into started. The def is the keyword for the function. Okay, so you can type def and give the function name. So the function name, the starting letter will be capitalized, or maybe you want, but capitalize will provide you some sort of code. Okay, will the grammatical coding for the function defining is the capital letter. So I'm just printing hello world. Okay, so the function does not allow spaces, so we can, instead of spaces we can put underscore of n. Okay, so okay, just in here print of hello world. Okay, so we just called hello world in it. After I run the code, uh, after we call the function hello world and we run the program, you can able to see it is again. Okay, it just printing the hello world. So what this do, it will call this is the hello world function. Inside this function there will be some set of statements. Okay, so like wait a second, for I in range of 11, print hello. Okay, so this program contains some sort of statements like this. Okay, so like this. From here we just call this function hello world. So whenever we call the function hello world, this set of code will be executed. Okay, this is the function definition and function call. And we have another one called pausing the arguments. Okay, we just have another one called pausing arguments. For example, we have a function called def print function. Okay, so what this function do, they just print whatever which is passed. So I'm just passing the argument or called variable. I'm just passing the argument called variable, and within the variable print I'm just printing that variable. And after print function of hello world. So whenever I call this print function within the braces and within the hello world, it just print hello world. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, now you can able to see just printing. So what this function does, I will show you. Okay. So whenever you call came to about this, the print function will have the argument called variable. Okay, you can able to know that the variable. So whenever we pass this argument to this variable, this value, this hello world will be stored in this variable. Okay, so when we want to, whenever we accessing the print variable, then the variable will be printed as it is. Okay, this is the working function of the hello world program. Okay, again after that, return type. So we have a return type also in this function. So how we use the return type? Okay, or so whenever we passing some values and we need to return some value. For example, we just defining the add function and we are getting the two variables which is num1 and n2. Okay. We have getting the two variables as the input, and so I am just passing 1 comma 2. I want to add the value of 1 and 2. What I do, print of n1 plus n2. So like why we just do a print, isn't it? So just print, wait a second. Okay, so just print the output 3. So what if I did not want to like this? Okay, so what if I want only the answer? So print of add of 1 plus 2. So what if I call like this? What do I do? So if I run this program, you can able to see this printing an error, like, isn't it? So what I can do? So from here I use just return n1 plus n2. So when I do like this program, it is again okay, add of one, sorry, 1 comma 2. So when I do like this, we can able to see that the output is printing. Okay, if I run the program, you can able to see the 3 is printing successfully. Okay, I am rerunning the program. Okay, you can able to see here. Okay, in the def function, this is the function definition I already told, and this is we are passing the arguments, so which I already told, we are passing the two arguments which is 1 and 2 in the function of add. Okay, so here I'm returning one value to this function, I'm returning one value to this function. That function is called as the add function. Okay, so when I return this value, if I called the, okay, if I called add of 1 comma 2 does not print anything. If I put this in within the print statement, it just print the value of 1 plus 2 as 3. Okay, now you can able to understand how the print function occurs. Okay friends, so now we're going to pattern, print pattern program. We just early saw this, isn't it? So we're just going to do in that. So that will be in the next video, and let next video just see how to print